Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday the 21st of July 2025. In today's Millwall news, we'll start off with this. What's going on, eh? What is going on? I don't know. Shall we find out? This is from southernnews.co.uk. So Millwall boss responds to question on future forward. That's Kevin Nisbet, the man pictured there in his Aberdeen shirt and the cup final. Alex Neil said Kevin Nisbet will get his chance to stake his claim for a place in the squad after the forward missed Mill pre-season training camp in Spain through injury. Nisbet, 28, spent last season on loan at Aberdeen and scored 14 goals in 38 games in all competitions for the Scottish Premiership side. Nisbet helped the Dons win the Scottish Cup as they beat Celtic 4-3 on penalties in the final. Nisbet started the game and it was the first major trophy of his career. The Lions signed Nisbet from Hibernian for £2 million in the summer of 2023. Nisbet scored 5 goals in 17 championship starts in 23-24 before he joined Aberdeen last summer. I watched some of his games at Aberdeen, Neil told New Zealand. I spoke to him since we came back. I spoke to him in the summer before they came back in. We want to get Kevin fit, and unfortunately, he's injured at the moment, but when he does get back fit, the opportunity is there for him to try and stick his claim in the squad. So he's like every other player we've got, there's no differences. Like I've said, there's no preconceived ideas of any player at the moment, everything's up for grabs. Zach Lovelace and Joe Bryan also didn't travel to Mercy as they recovered from injuries. Mill didn't want to take any player who wouldn't have a chance of featuring in at least one of their two friendlies. Mill travelled to Plough Lane to take on AFC Wimbledon on Tuesday at 7:30. That's tomorrow, more on that later. So he's going to get his chance to show what he can do in pre-season. What if he's injured all the way through pre-season? What are you going to do then? Well, that's you know what I mean? Is he really injured? Or is he injured? Like Zion Fleming was injured every transfer window when he wanted to get a move. Interesting. We'll see. Now, moving on to this. This is from millfc.co.uk, the club's official website. Mill to host 25-26 Fans Forum. Millwall Football Club will host its annual Fans Forum at the Den ahead of the 25-26 Sky Bet Championship season. The event, taking place on Monday the 28th of July 2025, will start at 6 p.m. and will run for approximately 2 hours and will take place in Harry's Bar. So this is next Monday at 6 p.m. During the first hour, supporters will have the opportunity to ask questions to the panel, which will consist of the Lions head coach Alex Neil, managing director Mark Fairbrother, and director of football Stevie Gallen. Then there will be a short break, followed by a second panel consisting of the club's chief commercial officer, Luke Wilson, director of communications Max McKern, and supporter liaison officer Alex Russell, who will also answer questions from the supporters in attendance. The event is free to attend and is open to all supporters. We'll see you there. So interesting. I think in previous years you had to be a member at a minimum to attend. No one goes to these really. Probably better get 100 people, which is why they moved it from the exec lounge to the Harry's Bar, and it's been there for the past couple of seasons. So I mean, there you go. It's a shame they don't film these things and put it online, but I guess they have their reasons. They don't want to be if you go to a room and speak to 100 people, and then those people go out into the world and speak to other people about what they've just heard, or they go online and post something. That's kind of different than where there's a video of you saying something, and it's definitive proof of you said this thing. So I can understand why they won't want to do that, but whatever. It's okay. Now, moving on to this. Farewell, Dan McLoone. We barely knew ye. I guess most of you probably wouldn't know who this guy is, Dan McLoone. Farewell. So, kind of interesting way to headline. Sounds like he died. Hopefully that's not the case. He's not sick. I don't know, but surely thank you and goodbye would probably be better than farewell. Millwall Football Club would like to wish head of technical scouting Dan McLoone, all the very best as he departs Den for pastures new after 14 years working for the Lions. Dan, whose association with Mill stretches back even further, having begun his days working for Mill Community Trust, has risen through the ranks over more than a decade and a half, beginning with moving from the MCT to becoming the Lions Academy video analyst in 2012. An 8.5-year stint as first-team video analyst followed, in which many of McLuhan's most notable moments occurred, including a Wembley win in the Sky Bet League One playoff final, vital wins at Leeds United, and working under two of the club's most famous managers in Kenny Jackett and Neil Harris. In June, we'll look at the pictures in a minute. In June 2022, Dan made the step up to the head of technical scouting, a role he leaves with the best wishes of everyone at the Den. I'm sad to see Dan go, said Steve Gallen, Mill's director of football. Dan was a great help to me when I joined the club last summer. He's a big character around the place and a big Millwall fan. But he now moves on to his new role with our best wishes, and thanks for your service, Dan, and best of luck with what comes next. Okay, where's he gone then? Where has he gone? So we've got some pictures. Obviously, he's talking to some kids, showing them around. There you go. So interesting that he's left at this time. I don't like he left for a new role. I don't know if you remember before. Where was it? Maybe in January or something. The club announced that they were working with this website. That's like AI scouting kind of thing. So I don't know if he's kind of a victim of that. Because why? If you're using this website, why do you need this guy? You just need. You got the website. You see, they basically outsourced his job to this website, which is, they told us that's where they found the Ivanovic and other things. So again, did he leave or was he pushed? I don't know, but very interesting. Changes happening. So there you go. I wonder where he's going to. Does anyone know? Put a comment below. Now moving on to this. There's a game tomorrow. I don't even know this. Obviously pre-season. And as we know, pre-season, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, does it? So if we lost 5-0, 10-0, 15-0, it wouldn't matter at all, wouldn't it? Of course it would. Of course it would. You would all moan. You would all ask your money back. So it does matter, but it doesn't matter. It's Schrodinger's football game. The pre-season friendly. It matters, but it doesn't matter. At the same time. Equally at the same time. So this is AFC Wimbledon versus Mill tomorrow. So Mill travel to AFC Wimbledon's Cherry Red Records Stadium for a pre-season friendly on Tuesday evening. Kick-off at 7:30 p.m. Note the time. It's not 7:45. It's 7:30. So be aware of that. Fresh from returning to Calmont Road after a week's trip to Alicante for their pre-season training camp, the Lions face AFC Wimbledon in their third of 5 pre-season fixtures in front of a crowd. Tuesday's fixture will see Alex Neil take a large squad for the short trip to Wimbledon as his side ramp up their preparations for the 25-26 season. The Lions will once again use their 25-26 away kit for the third time in as many matches. There you go, it's 20 hours away. So tickets for the Lions trip to AFC Wimbledon's new stadium, which they moved into in 2020, are on sale at the link below. If you're unable to make it to the stadium, you can stream the fixture on Mill TV for just £5, with details on how to purchase also below. Yeah, it's going to be on Mill TV. So, Wimbledon have put this on their website, afcwimbledon.co.uk. It's aimed at their fans, really, but just I thought I'd let you know, because why not? We wanted to provide a quick update ahead of the Millwall match. Our floodlight upgrade will not be fully operational, so fans should expect similar light levels to last season for this match. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I hope it's better than the lights away at Plymouth. Well, that's all I can say. If you saw my video after the Plymouth game, I was moaning about the lights. Yeah. Our new caterers, Aramark UK, only got access to our stadium on the 1st of July. They've been working hard to enhance the pub and kiosks, but only limited progress will have been made for the friendly due to timescales. That was 3 weeks ago, mate. What the fuck have you been doing? 3 weeks? The Speedway bar has had a refresh with new signage in the fan zone. Don supporters can enjoy Dough Shack Pizza. So this is just for Dons, it's not for you guys. Oh, hang on. Visiting supporters are also able to purchase Dough Shack Pizza. So there you go. If you, instead of like getting something to eat on the way there, you can go down there early and get a fucking pizza. Why not? That's typical football food, isn't it? Pizza. Is it going to be one slice or a whole thing? Scran. Have you heard that? Have you seen that? Is it a website? Is it on Twitter? Footy Scran. Scrandle. Yeah. People put up pictures of all the food that they got at football games. And some of it, oh my god, some of it is proper fucking shit. And I think one of them is one of the burgers at Millwall, and you can see how hard it is just through the picture, how dried up and shriveled it is. Yeah, not the best. Beers on sale will be a round of Camden Hells, Camden Pale, San Miguel, Stella Artois, Camden Stout, and Magnus Cider. In the pub and Speedway, it will be all of the aforementioned except Camden Powell, which we will have instead of Crazy Gang Powwow. We are close to finalising some deal with an independent brewery to ensure we have a range of options for fans to enjoy. Obviously, it doesn't say whether that's in the away section either. An agreement has been made with our primary beer suppliers to reroute our beer pythons in all GA bars. This infrastructure improvement is scheduled to take place on the 23rd of July after the Millwall game and will benefit our fans with improved speed of service. It will facilitate our ability to pre-pour beers and provide dedicated roles for our staff focused on either processing, sales or pouring of drinks, not the same person doing both. You've only just figured that out in the year 2025. Okay, they're launching their new shirt. Lotto, remember them? Nice, eh? Good for them. Supporters can still buy tickets for the match and we encourage purchase in advance. So they're only telling you about buying tickets in advance. You can buy tickets on the day. I assume they haven't told us because they don't want us to do it. How that's going to happen? I assume you go to the box office, the ticket office, and you buy it there. You don't go onto the turnstiles like you do back in the day, or at some non-league grounds. I assume you go to the ticket office and buy a ticket and then go in. They're still selling hospitality packages if you're that way inclined. 80 quid, 40 quid. So they're literally just selling the day before the game. They're still selling it. Or you can purchase directly via their ticket website, or you can email them. And there you go. And as it mentions here, if you wanted to know the price of the tickets, so if you'd buy it in advance of match day, well, that's probably too late. You've got what? It's 11 o'clock now. By the time this comes up, you'll have half an hour, so you're probably too late. It's £14 for adults, £12 for 66 and over, £10 for 18 to 21s, and £7 for 17 and under. But like I said, they're trying to get you to buy the ticket in advance and print them out. But, you know, you can just go down there and pay on the day. They haven't announced that we've sold out. We've got an allocation of 1,200. So, yeah, I mean, I imagine you're going to be pretty safe going down there and buying a ticket for that. But again, here's the thing. What drive, in my opinion, from what I've seen and what I see around me with the Mill fans, what drives ticket sales to friendlies is the new players. I'm going to go to this game because I want to see that new player that we've just signed. And who have we signed? We signed a goalkeeper. And we signed 2 players that we had on loan last season. Like, you know what I mean? That's not really going to get bums on seats. So, yeah. But if you want to get your bum on your own seat in your own house to watch the game live, which is easier for everyone, let's admit it, you know. I think this is the future. Just saying. Watch AFC Wimbledon versus the Lions on Millwall TV. So yeah, the game that we just talked about, it's got multiple camera coverage, replays and commentary. Well, you can watch it for just £5. £5. So there you go. Again, you need to buy a match pass. You need to log into your Mill profile. You need to go to where it says Mill TV at the top, which is there. You click on that, and then you go to match passes, and then you buy what the match pass that it tells you there. Okay. Now, talking of buying tickets and whatnot, the ticket office was closed until further notice. So I haven't heard that they fixed it. So I imagine the same thing goes on tomorrow. So yeah, this is from millfc.co.uk. Mill ticket office temporarily closed 21st of July. 13 hours ago. The ticket office closed until further notice due to a power issue affecting its systems. Supporters wishing to purchase tickets to the Lions opening three games against Middlesbrough, Wrexham and Watford can do so via the online ticket office, but please do not visit the den in person or call to purchase your tickets. Hospitality packages still on sale, etc, 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 etc. So again, they haven't told us that the ticket office is back open. It just says until further notice. So they haven't given us a further notice, so I assume it's still closed. Again, you know, they're doing all these improvements to the hospitality section. I imagine that's probably they need to beef up their electricity situation there. You know, hopefully we don't have a situation next season like Portsmouth has, where the transformer, you know, it can't handle the power demands on it, and it shuts down, and you know all the floodlights go off. That would be an absolute nightmare. So hopefully, you know, they get this sorted, and it's probably overpowered and more than you need. So I'd imagine if they're going to fix it, they're not going to turn the floodlights on to test it. They're just going to do it with all the normal stuff on. So they need to get this right, because this could be a banana skin for the future. Now, moving on to something that is annoying, and you know, they do this shit every year. They keep fucking changing the fucking rules. Every fucking year they keep changing the rules. Pardon my French, but this is really stupid what they're doing now. So this is from the sun.co.uk. So have you heard this one? Have you heard about this? Penalty rebounds could be outlawed under drastic new rules with plans for VAR checks on yellow cards and corners. So yeah, VAR, the system that everyone fucking hates anyway, is so stupid and it slows down the game when it's used. They're going to use it on second yellow cards and corners now. Every single corner. And here we go. Penalty rebounds. So someone takes a penalty. The keeper saves it. But it goes back into play. What happens? Well, the defenders got to defend it, or the attackers get on it and they try and score. Naturally, yeah? No. As soon as that keeper touches the ball and it goes away from the goal, blow up, the referee blows his whistle, they're going to give a goal kick. What the fuck is this shit, man? And here's the thing. Even that, I think this, we'll read it, because I think even they said if the keeper saves it and it goes off for a corner, they're still going to give a goal kick, that's even more stupid. Rebounds from penalties could be scrapped. So this isn't, they haven't agreed this yet. So they haven't agreed this. But again, you know, they do this thing where they announce all these stupid ideas that they have, and then they wait to see how, you know, vitriolic the pushback is on what people say about them, and then they'll back down. And VAR checks for second yellow cards and corners could also be brought in as football lawmakers consider more radical changes. Yes, radical changes. And then they're just talking about all the goals that wouldn't count now if they do that. In a major break, the serious move to alter more than 134 years of football history would see a missed spot kick bringing a goal kick for the opposing side. While any decision would have to be approved by the lawmaking International FA Board, IFAB, there is growing backing for the idea that would turn a penalty shot into literally one shot. just one shot. Senior figures believe that on the majority of occasions, the punishment for handball or foul in the box, the penalty kick, gives the attacking side a far greater chance of scoring a goal than the original infringement had prevented. That's the point. That is literally the point. That's the point of the penalty kick. To then give the attacking side a second chance of scoring from the rebound is an unfair extra advantage, especially as goalkeepers must have 1 foot on or behind the line when the kick is taken. The other argument is that by making a penalty a one-off kick similar to the rules in hockey for a penalty stroke, it will end all arguments over players encroaching, as doing so will be irrelevant. Under the proposed law change, there will be automatically be a restart with a dead ball after the initial kick is taken, either a kick-off on the halfway line if the team scores, or a goal kick if it's not converted, irrespective of whether the keeper turns the ball behind and out of play. So again, even if the keeper saves it, top corner, boom, pushes it wide, oh, it's a corner. No, it's not corner. It's not a corner. Like, they're going to give a goal kick. What? That means iconic moments such as Harry Kane's extra time rebound to beat Denmark after Kasper Schmeichel saved his spot kick in the Euro 2020 semi-final would no longer count. Nor would Xabi Alonso's equaliser in Liverpool's incredible 2005 Champions League final comeback to beat AC Milan. The possible law changes are being discussed at the highest levels as world chiefs aim to improve the game ahead of the first 48-team World Cup. And while the timetable is short, with any alterations needed to be agreed by the end of February to be enforced for the 26th tournament, there is growing momentum in favour of the radical laws rewrite. So basically, because they've decided to have a 48-team World Cup, they want to speed the games up. So anytime there's a penalty, they want this like one and done. And now they got discussions on expanding the scope of VAR interventions, where they were on the table. It would see video officials potentially able to intervene and recommend decisions overturned on second yellow cards, preventing unfair dismissals, and also corners when a clear error has been made by the on-field officials. So again, they're going to tell. Here's the thing: why don't they just have the main referee? Have the main referee be the VAR referee, and they decide all of the things, and then they dictate to the guy on the field who is he's like the lesser person. Okay, it wasn't that, it was this, change it. It wasn't that, it was this, change it. Just have the guy on the television make the decisions. Just do that. Because you have this fucking shit now where the guy on the TV tells the referee, oh, come over and look at the television. We think you might need to see something. And they go, oh, okay, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, I'm going to cut. He runs all over and makes a sign with his hands. Oh, it's a television show, 3 syllables. All of this stuff, give us a clue. He runs over to the side, watches the replay, and they speed it up, and they show him like the replay that they want to show him. Don't show the best replay, just the one that backs up their thing. And then he has to make changes. Like, it's just ridiculous. When the matter was last debated, this is the VAR thing, IFAB agreed there was a consensus in favour of considering possible amendments and improvements to VAR protocols. However, it's understood that only decisions that can be recommended for overturns in a matter of seconds will be considered as within the scope of VAR changes. With IFAB concerned, there should be no extra delay caused by checks. Well, there are at the minute, so let's just get rid of VAR. Those who worried saw the idea kicked gently into touch when it was initially mooted, with senior IFAB figures fearing it was a step too far, but the possible changes were all discussed by football's high command during the Club World Cup in the USA, which FIFA considered a huge success. IFAB has shown a willingness to make major changes to the laws in the past 2 years in a bid to make the game more attractive. And then they got the referee talk. Someone's talking about VAR, don't really, but yeah. But the main thing for me is the penalty thing. That's just ridiculous. I think maybe what they should, I don't know why they haven't considered this, that the person taking the penalty kick can't touch the ball until another outfield player has touched the ball. Because then, he's the one that's closest, so he's going to get any rebound, but he can't touch it. So say that he can't touch the ball until someone else has touched the ball. Some other outfield player, not the goalkeeper. That would make more sense. Like, the ball's in open play, then play on. And the thing that they've said, that even if the keeper saves it and it goes out to the out behind the goal, that is still going to be a goal kick. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. How are you not giving a corner for that? So you don't even get a corner. You missed. They infringed on you. You got a penalty. You took the penalty. The keeper saved it, and it goes out off the side. And they don't even give you a corner kick for it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, they haven't voted on this shit yet, but we wait to see. Now, we're going to finish by looking at this. Transfers July 2025. Obviously, not going to be any Millwall ones on there. We're still waiting. So we'll see about that. But there are some transfer done deals. So we will look to see the ones in our division. Billy Blacker has left Sheffield United, gone to Tranmere on loan. George Thomason has gone to Wrexham from Bolton. So Wrexham there signing a League One player. Interesting. Carl Walker-Peters left Southampton and gone to West Ham on a free transfer. Luke Bolton has left Wrexham. He's not gone to Bolton, he's gone to Mansfield. I wonder if he's ever played for Bolton. Joe Yu-Gi-Oh, which I think we were linked with before on a maybe possible loan move. He's actually gone to Barnet on loan, so interesting. They were trying to get him to us on loan and he ended up at Barnet. Who else have we got here? So, a transfer between two Championship clubs. Sean McLaughlin has left Hull and gone to Blackburn. And interesting to note, now this is interesting in terms of Kevin Nisbet going to Aberdeen. Scottish Premiership side at Aberdeen have loaned Alfie Dorrington from Tottenham. Why is that interesting? Because they loaned him last season. They loaned him from January to the end of the season, and he's gone back there on loan. So they've gone back in for the players that they already had. Will they come back in for Kevin Nisbet? Will we be open to their offers or not? I don't know. But so these ones were confirmed on the 18th of July, which was Friday. And what have we got? We've got Wrexham signing Liberato Cachace from Empoli. West Brom have signed George Campbell from Montreal. Derby have let Daniel Cox go on loan to Walsall. Watford have signed a player from Bayern Munich, Nestori Irankunda. Interesting. Bailey Peacock Farrell, the Northern Irish goalkeeper, has left Birmingham and gone to Blackpool on loan. So he's left the Championship team and gone to League One. Interesting, because I think he kind of lost his place in the Northern Irish team, but that is an interesting one. Stoke have loaned out Tommy Simkin to Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient have a pretty strong team, but I'm still backing Luton to win League One next season. They're still getting pyramid payments, parachute payments, should I say, in League One from the Premiership. So, and there you go. So that's it. That's the confirmed transfers. Will we get a confirmed transfer from Mill this week? I don't know. We do need some players. Here's the thing. We're all getting a bit worried, because we do need some players, but if they do bring in some outstanding quality, then, it's going to be worth the wait. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind waiting for a bit of quality. But if we're waiting, and then the only player they sign is Massimo Luongo, I'm going to be a bit confused. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.